There are the slides. Today, right now, serious economics finance talk, okay? Serious finance talk, okay? Yes. I'm going to share with you what I think is a great time. Sorry for people wondering what the hell am I in a handbag store. This is BE Street, okay? Yes. All right, good, okay? Yeah, how come people here so meow one? This Facebook or nobody give like one. Everybody get it busy getting the slides plus one. I give you all slides, you all must reciprocate with some likes and share lah. Walao, okay? How can like that? Yes. Those people in YouTube, remember? Like, very important. Yes. Hello, Janet. Yes. Okay. Today will be a very interesting finance talk. Okay. Thanks, Kok Hui. We'll talk really about what I see. Whenever crisis come, Mr. Lu get happy. Okay. And I think kind of crisis here. Okay. Kind of crisis here. You know, don't kanchong. Thank you, guys. Okay. So the slides under slides plus one. Okay. For those people who are on YouTube, I put the slides under description. You should be able to get it as well. Okay. Cool. Slides not working. Wait, wait. Let me change my guys. Both Facebook. Did anybody get the slides already? At least sound me off. If you all get the slides already, sound me off, please. On Facebook. Do you all get the slides? Okay, please sound me off, please. Okay. Yes. Dorothy, thank you. Slide. Anybody got a slides? Please sound me off. Good afternoon, Chin King. Yes, yes. There are slides on the Google Drive. Yes, but I'm more interested in the in seeing what's happening on the more interest. No slides. Why? Give me a minute. Let me ask. My premium more.sg. No slides. Okay, never received slides. Okay, let me see both sides. Both Facebook also no slides. Okay, let me check. Okay, what's wrong? Okay, let me. Okay, for those. Okay, let me see what. Okay. Oh, she didn't know it started. Okay. Yep. Sorry, guys. Okay. Admin are not ready. That's why. Okay. Just go 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. On ready. Okay. You all can do a slides plus one now. It should work right now. Okay. This system very. That's why I say YouTube experience for finance talk is always better. Okay. Yes. I'll give you just 1-2 minutes, but I'll talk a little bit first. Give you a backdrop of what I'm going to talk about. You guys ready? Okay. So slides plus one, not plus one. Slides plus one. Okay. It's coming now, so you can slides plus one. So right now, if you all haven't noticed, okay, I've been talking about the market having a really bad hit, on the inflation side of things, okay, but that was on a global scene. But right now it's hitting hard in Singapore. Why? Because the interest rate in Singapore is rising phenomenally right now. And I've got some slides to show you, okay? Senior Minister Taman, which is the chairman of GIC, has came out to give some talk on it as well. So I thought it's important. The stock market crashed badly last week, okay? The S&P 500 from the peak is down more than 10 to 11% right now. S&P 500, okay? S&P 500 now is hitting S&P 500 right now is hitting about negative 20%. Okay, so kind of like a panic button, right? Okay, but I wanted to give you a backdrop why I think there's light in a tunnel. Okay, so that you are steady, and not too worried.
Okay? Hi, everybody.
Okay, I think you take a look at my photos. You'll see. Okay. Okay, you take a look at my photos. If not, you can ask the lady. Okay, so. Hey, don't be so meow. Where's the lights? Those people on YouTube, I always need to tell you, please remember give a like. And those on Facebook also, okay? So are you all ready? If you're ready, I'm going to start, okay? Cool? If you're ready, can you please tell me you're ready? Blast of lights, and then I'll say no, and I'll start, okay? Cool? Ready? Okay. I'm in a big mega departmental store, okay? Big mega departmental store, which different sections have different handbags, okay? Yes. Oh, received bank letter that interest rate had gone up for loan. Ah, you're on flexible rate. That's why. Okay. Yes. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Good. Okay. Don't stop. Okay. So, let's start, shall we? So this is my 160th talk. There's a since I started on this journey of finance education of the public, I think I've done many talks already. Okay, so the title I put here, okay, is a negative title. I talk about inflation and global crisis hitting hard Singapore. How long will it last and what's going to happen? Okay, but it is a positive spin that I'm going to give you. Okay, positive spin. Okay, this talk will be about 35, 45 minutes. Okay, it won't be too long, even in your dinner time. After that, got nice handbags for those who want to shop, but that's a different story. Okay, so ready. Okay, first of all, some disclaimers. Okay, usual disclaimers. This is not a guide for you to buy or sell your stocks. Okay, I will tell you what I'm going to do. You go and decide what you want to do. This is for finance education, more for entertainment. Okay, so it's not meant to be an investment. Yeah. Okay. So now Mr. Lu has been highlighting the risk of inflation that's coming for a long time. Okay, and I don't know why, but it takes right now all the official warnings start coming out. Okay, so Senior Minister Taman has issued a financial inflation warning. Okay, this is a Bloomberg News, and I think you can just Google it. You can take a look at the slides. Okay, it says that the recovery from the pandemic for many countries have hit a challenge of surging inflation, driven by pent-up demand, higher commodity prices, and stubborn supply chain snags. Okay, so this is not new. I've been talking about it for months. Senior Minister Tharman now also echo my view. Of course, I don't think he watched my videos, but this is a serious thing that now is recognized at the highest echelon of a country. Okay. And the market is really volatile right now. If you take a look at it, okay, the S&P 500 has now officially crashed 11%, 10.94 from peak. Okay, for this year, sorry, year to date. Okay, year to date, and for the Nasdaq has crashed about 19%. Okay, so it is a serious. It is technically in a crashing mood. And is it going to stop? I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so. I think more is to come. Okay, it is quite a big adjustment. Okay, so the market is really volatile. I predicted it already in the 1st of January. I gave a talk, and since then I keep telling everybody it's going to come, and it's coming, and it's coming, and it has came. Okay, so you should not be surprised, right? Of course, when it hit you, also very uncomfortable, right? Okay, but it is a really volatile market right now, as you can see, right? And it's not just going down. It goes up and it goes down, it goes up and goes down in huge volume. Okay, huge fluctuation. Okay, so the question is, why do I think that it's a positive spin? Okay, don't stop your likes. Okay, please. Basically, the downward crash happened last week because Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell actually gave a very hawkish word. Okay, he actually said that half a basis, 50 basis point 50 basis point interest rate hike is not out of the table. Okay, that means that he's looking at 0.5% interest rate rises. 0.5% is very high. And this is only round two. They foresee maybe 5 or 6 rounds, in total. So you can see that it's going up. Wow, with that, the market really, lao sai really badly, just pa 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 pa, pa. And then and it's really bad, it's really bad, and it is what we call slamming the brakes, really slamming the brakes, and it is very painful when you slam the brakes like that. So it is something that we really don't like to see happen generally from economic point of view and from a stock market point of view. Okay, but basically they have went in an all-out war against inflation. This is no different. From what the Federal Reserve Chairman Paul Volcker did in the 1970s. okay, went all out, hit the brakes really hard. Because right now the inflation is high, but the economy is strong. So therefore, it's not exactly stagflation yet. It could come. So therefore, they quickly deal with the inflation first, whack it really hard, because unemployment is very low. A lot of people have very jobs. Any employers right now across the world, including Singapore, will be crying father and mother. It's very difficult to find a good staff. Okay, I'm experiencing that right now. My company Assess Digital, which is an advertising agency, we cannot find good staff. All the good staff are all being poached. Right now those people in the IT world, in the digital world, the salaries are phenomenally high, phenomenally high. Okay, I didn't realize this, but the Singapore mortgage interest rate is now rising, especially the fixed rate. I got 5 pages of this. Okay, I got 5 pages of this. You should take a look. Okay, but I'll just highlight a few examples. Okay, so this is Citibank. Okay, right now, first 3 years, first year, 2.7%. Fixed rate. Okay, Citibank, 2.7, 2.75%. Okay, there are some banks that still at 1.7%, but I think that's the first year, and then second year you go higher, third you go higher. So the interest rate is rising. Hong Leong Finance 2.1%. I'm just giving you. CIMB is 2.18%. DBS is 2.25%. And there are different packages. Okay, Hong Kong Shanghai Bank 2.4%. Singapore Finance 1.68. So there are a couple of 2-year, 3-year packages, but the fixed rate right now is rising. It's rising like crazy. Interest rate, your housing mortgage cost will go up very, very significantly. Okay, and for those people who has got huge loans, especially private properties and things like that, you're gonna suffer quite badly. Okay, and I think a lot of people underestimated the impact of interest rate. They kind of think the Singapore interest rate uh, will always be low. Will interest rate also increase? Of course, saving interest rate also increase for sure. They all go up in tandem. Okay. What is interesting is that the the banks, a few of the foreign banks now has suspended. They have suspended uh, fixed interest rate fixed rate home loan for home loans. They suspended it, because it's so unpredictable right now. They rather not take the risk, and the cost of funds have gone up tremendously. Okay, so this is actually a news article that just came out a few days ago. So fixed interest rate is gradually off the table as well. Okay, so basically the entire market right now is now on a high interest rate mode, and it has hit Singapore already. I already warned this like 2 months ago. Now it is coming. Okay, so Cheryl asked whether flexi or fixed interest rate is better. The truth is, flexible interest rate is low, but it's rising. Fixed interest rate is now higher, so you can't tell. It should be a zero-sum game. Okay, meaning that it should be neutral. It's both good and bad. It's very difficult to predict. I always talk about the housing bull run. Okay, Singapore housing is like mad, phenomenal bull run, phenomenal. Okay, phenomenal bull run. ABSD hit again and again, and still it kena. Okay, wow, Sim Tai Hing actually got fixed for 1.5% for 5 years. Very good. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what is very interesting is that the housing market right now is also feeling the impact. Okay, it's also feeling the impact. So the house prices right now is growing at the slowest rate in almost 2 years. But what is interesting is that the housing sales has really came down phenomenally. Okay, has came down phenomenally. So before prices goes down, usually the sales volume have to go down first. Okay, so I can't tell whether you should buy or buy property or sell property right now. Okay, but I can tell you right now that the market now is slowing. Will housing price drop? Housing price kind of very sticky. It's hard to say, but I think there could be some adjustment. Okay, but housing market right now is really feeling the impact. Okay, and and while prices are still rising, rising at a slow rate right now. Okay, and the most interesting thing is that housing sales volume has fallen tremendously. Okay, it nearly halved. Okay, in the first quarter. So while there, you talk to any real estate agent, they will tell you that, oh, my business have come down. Okay, my business have come down quite a lot. Okay, okay. So for those interested with handbags, okay, just akan datang in about half an hour's time. B will come on board and show you the bags. Okay, but today is finance talk. I want to stay focused on finance. It'll be some great stuff. Okay, half an hour's time. Okay, half an hour. We will restart the video again, and then we'll announce. Okay, cool. Okay, so but our inflation is not just about property. It's not just our inflation and interest rate rises. The impact is not just felt in the property market. Now the power tariffs and the transportation costs, your fuel, your petrol, your diesel has all gone up as well. And the Singapore MAS have actually tightened the monetary policy to want to fight inflation. Okay, so it's an all-out war against inflation in Singapore as well as overseas. Okay, so all coming out. Well, it's kind of not all bad news. The good thing is that now Singapore, Malaysia is open up, right? So we have got we now can go overseas to buy things. I told you that one of the way to combat inflation, okay, one of the way to combat inflation is to, okay, is to be more resourceful and look for alternatives, right? So now Malaysia market is opening, and the best part is now the Sing dollar right now, it used to be 1:3, now it's 1:3.15. The Sing dollar has strengthened tremendously against the ringgit. Tremendously. Okay, tremendously against the ringgit. There's a news that says that someone actually quickly go and change $100,000. Yeah, I thought that was quite funny. Okay, the Sing dollar did not just appreciate against the ringgit. The Sing dollar has appreciated tremendously against the euro, the pound. Okay, the euro, the pound. Let me see. Okay, Aussie dollar as well, and New Zealand dollar. Okay, the only one currency that it did not depreciate against. Guess what currency is that? It is the US dollar. The US dollar has strengthened against the Singapore dollar. The US dollar, when I was in US, for a year, it was 1.22. No, now it's 1.37. The USD is strong, freaking strong. Okay, yeah, the USD is freaking strong. Why is it so? It's because the world currency is the USD, is one of the safest places in the US dollar. When in crisis, everybody flight to safety to USD. And some nut out there keep thinking that the world will try to marginalize the US dollar. We will try to move out the US dollar. We'll try to move out US, come on, they call it de-dollarization. It won't happen now. Not in my lifetime. Yeah, it won't happen. Right? How come people won't buy the yen, right? The Japanese economy is so shit. Yeah. Oh, really? Nasi briyani chicken at Zamzam up from $6.50 to $8. Wow, really bad, this inflation. That's a hell lot more. I think they're profiteering. Okay. Anyway, okay. So bottom line is that you can see inflation rising. There's an all-out war, and when there's an all-out war, it hits the stock market. Okay, and that's why we see. All this seems bad news, but why is Mr. Lu cheering? Why is Mr. Lu cheering? Okay, that's because I think this is a great news, and I'll tell you. Okay, really, once you can identify when will it end, you can now see what the opportunity is. Okay, so the question really is, when will it all end? When will it all end, right? Okay. Well, let's speculate. Okay, let's speculate. This is Mr. Lu speculating, and I could really be wrong. But let's hear my argument. Okay, so really, this whole crisis of inflation shit is all about two events. Okay, first of all, I hope you realize by now it's not about pandemic. It's about pandemic only in China, and if it's about war, only in Ukraine and Russia. These two major events. Okay, so it's really about China and the Ukraine war. That's all. Okay, it's really about the China COVID outbreak and the Ukraine war. So if you study these two things and make a prediction, if your prediction is right, done. Okay, you're done. Okay? Mr. Lu is going to make a prediction, okay? He's going to make a prediction. My prediction is that the war, the majority of the war will end soon. Why? Okay, because Putin changed his goalpost, right? He initially want to replace the Ukraine government, want to overrun Kiev, the capital, and replace the what they call it denazification. I don't even know why when Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, is actually a Jew himself. But anyway, he's changed his goalposts. He said now instead of conquering the whole of Ukraine, only conquer the strip of Ukraine here. Okay, join the Crimea and the Donbass area. So in fighting in this little town called Mariupol. Okay, so just want to join this and I'm done. Okay, so he wants to have a victory by the 9th of May. I think that's great, right? Ukraine asked Russia to stop the war. Oh, really? I didn't see that. Okay. Yeah. So basically, the Russian sian already. Sian. Too high a cost. 18,000 people, 19,000 people allegedly have been killed. 500 tanks have been destroyed. You know, Ukraine, the Russian pays such a heavy price. Of course, the Ukrainian pays such a heavy price as well. So nobody wants to continue this war. Nobody. Okay? I don't know why suddenly there's so many people in this talk. Okay, just not nobody. What is happening right now on the Russian space is this, okay? Right. So right now, there is a last fight now. You need to understand now the fight is now zeroed down to only one place. It is a steel factory. Now the steel factory is damn freaking big. I saw them on the map. Damn freaking big. But in the oh man. Okay, in the steel factory, it's very big. Has a few thousand people, civilians and soldiers, okay? Right now, what the Russian did was that they sieged the whole place and asked everybody to surrender, and the Ukrainians refused to surrender. And the best part is the Russian refused to fight now. Just siege it. He said not a single Jome, stop looking at handbags and pay attention to my lesson. The handbags behind are attracting my attention. Later, in about 15-20 minutes time, my wife and daughter will take over. Okay, but right now concentrate on the lesson, please. Okay. Yeah. So right now the fight is now. Nadia, guys, girls, ladies, pay attention to my lesson. Stop looking at the handbags. Okay, I gotta put here because. Okay, stop looking at handbags. Okay, so good afternoon, XQ. So basically, right now the fight is now. Why is everybody laughing? Okay, pay attention to my lesson, ladies. Okay, right, cool. Okay. Rising inflation, so you can buy handbags. These are okay. I'll talk about that later. Okay. Yuki also laughing. Hiya. Nobody paying attention to my lesson. Okay. Yeah, it's under slides plus one. Okay. We're good student. Learn investment, can buy more handbags. That's good. Okay. So to be frank, okay, Mariupol, the steel factory right now is being encircled and sieged by the Russians. A few thousand people inside cannot even out. In the words of Putin, not even a housewife can fly out. Chances are the whole thing will end. The whole thing will end tragically. I think majority of the people being encircled inside will die. If it is going to be that way, the war might end by then, right? Okay, yeah, okay. So the war might end by then, okay. So once the whole siege, the factory just gets sieged and they die, the whole thing just over. There's nothing to fight already, okay. So actually, I think that the Russian-Ukraine war might end earlier than I expected. Initially, I thought it's going to last forever. Why is everybody still putting a lot of smile and focusing on a handbag? Please pay attention to my lesson, okay? So it is a, so can you see why I think that the Russian war might have an end? And once that thing end, okay, once that thing end, what will happen? Then the supply chain blockages will gradually come down. The food shortages, the oil and all this, once the stability, of course there will still be some skirmishes and all this. And this is not the first time this is not the first time the Russian has conquered part of Ukraine. It conquered Crimea in 2014. So they will continue this very, this very uncomfortable stability for a long time. Okay, so yes, now Russia is threatening Moldova, but Moldova is very pro-Russia, So it's well, it's neutral, but it's quite pro. You speak to and the whole of Moldova all speak Russian. I've got Moldova friends as well. I don't think they need to fire a bullet to have some kind of a treaty. Yeah, saw my handsome face on Endower's advertisement. Okay, thank you. Okay, so on the Russian-Ukraine war side, I think that there will be light at the end of tunnel very soon. Okay, all right, thank you. For those people who saw my advertisement on train station, please take a photo of yourself with me beside, okay, and send to me. Okay, I'm trying to get a collection. Okay, I'll get a collection of it. I really appreciate this. Okay. So let's now. So how you all understand why I think that the war will have a soon will come to some kind of end or stability. Okay. The second thing I want to talk about, everybody not paying to my attention, all looking at the handbag.
I know, I heard.
Yeah, how can?
Mr. Lu, how can school premium more customers? How can?
Everybody not paying attention to my lesson, all looking at handbags. That's B and B and Kate Lou's.
Handbag going to start soon, okay?
Yeah, soon.
Because of time, okay? Yes.
Okay.
Once Mr. Lu finish, we will start.
Okay. I realize investment sharing will listen attentively, but the evil naughty bags behind keep calling me. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So now let's switch cam. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay. Kind of switch cam. Okay. To now look at China. Okay. China damn jalat. Okay. China damn jalat. Okay. Shanghai is still continue the lockdown, and the lockdown is not going to stop. Okay, and they further tighten it. And I watched some Chinese senior officials said they are in hope that this lockdown will bring down all the infection and hopefully drag on until one day. Okay, one day, they will say basically say that one day our country has developed even more powerful vaccine, or let the Omicron virus be less lethal, then they relax. That's a long time, man. That's a long time. Okay. But however, the supply chain recovery might be in the horizon. Okay. So right now they have eased a little bit. Okay. So what happened is that on Hong Kong side they have stopped ban. People can fly in already. More importantly is the footnote of this slide. Okay. 666 companies right now are allowed to resume operation, and I actually went to listen to the Chinese talks, the Chinese talks. So what happened and what happened is this, okay? They are creating what we call factory bubbles. Last time, remember Singapore has this idea. Hey, why nobody give light anymore? Can you please? Okay, please blast of light, please. They will help to promote. And as usual, those people on YouTube, please like. There are 280 of you, only 124 give likes. Why you so meow? Okay, likes is not to make me feel good now. Like it's so that the algorithm will promote the video. Yeah, okay, please. So back to it. Remember last time we have this thing called travel bubble that we're trying to create with all the countries, something like a VTL. Okay, we call it travel bubble. Now there is a factory bubble right now. Okay, so these 600 over companies, each of them have their own production bubble, which basically means that all their workers can come in, stay in their factory, and their production will start. Okay, the production will start, and then they can do all the work, but everyone has to stay within the factory, eat, sleep, shit, all in the same factory. But Chinese has a saying, 上有政策，下有对策. No, as long as that will happen, okay, then production can go on, yeah, life can go on. I thought that's very interesting. So the Chinese have survived through all sorts of crises, wars, famines, cultural revolution, everything, right? So this kind of thing, I tell you, is not subsidy for them, okay? So the Tesla Shanghai factory is like that, yes. They have already started production already, okay? So therefore, it is very interesting. Okay, it's very interesting to see. It's very interesting to see what's happening right now. Okay, it's a very interesting outcome. Okay, so so I think that the the Chinese are now adapting and allowing production to happen. This thing is not going to stop the Chinese. I thought that, they will actually just slam hard brakes down, and no, the Chinese are smarter than that. I always told you, we are offsprings of descendants of farmers and coolies and all this. They are descendants of aristocrats, imperial people. So they are much smarter than us. So what lies ahead? Okay, I heard got staff that stay on the bank, sleep and eat in office. Yeah, so that's what they're doing right now. So what lies ahead? What lies ahead? Okay, these are Mr. Lu's prediction. Short-term inflationary pains and stock market pains cannot be avoided. Cannot be avoided. Okay. The market will still go very volatile, but this I think will be mid-term and short-term. Maybe closer to the short-term than mid-term. Russia will avoid an all-out long-drawn war. They cannot tahan. They cannot tahan. Okay. China will find a balance between lives and livelihood. They are already finding, can see that already. They are not stupid. We will always have these periodic lockdowns. Okay. Today lockdown, tomorrow lockdown, today lockdown. We will always have this periodic lockdown. The Federal Reserve will come hard on inflation. Okay, and allow even growth to be curtailed at expense. They will come hard. So all this will cause a huge amount of. But the good thing is that you can see light at the end of the tunnel already. Can you see that? I hope by now you can see it. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and the market should eventually recover from mid to long term. It should. Okay. So therefore, as an investor, as a crisis opportunist, what I like to do is to go opportunistically buy at times like this. This time around, I don't foresee the market collapsing. I see the market going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. I only keep seeing the beautiful bags. Okay. So therefore, I see that these are opportunistic buys, and therefore, it is an incredible buying opportunity for me. Let me tell you, for you, for me. So I will keep nibbling in. Okay. I am a firm believer of S&P 500. Now you gotta be careful because this thing can go on mid to long term. Short to mid term. So you don't go slam down, right? All at one go. This one have no quick fix. Okay. But I can see, if suddenly China find a solution, the Russian war and Russia-Ukraine war suddenly end, then there's no more bad news already, right? There's no more bad news already now. So, hi Chai-Ling, good to see you. So therefore, I'm pretty optimistic about it. I will take some positions, okay? But I don't think that.
This one here, you mean?
Yeah. Okay.
This
Yeah.
is a very big advantage.
Okay. So okay. Okay. So yeah. So I hope that you get what I say. Okay. I won't buy China. I won't buy China at all.
This
Okay.
one is a high.
Yeah. I won't buy China because it's too dangerous. Okay.
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 So depend how.
So I'll still focus on S&P 500. I think it's the safest. Maybe I'll go to Nasdaq. Okay. That's all I'll do. Okay. Other than that, I think it's a bit tough. Okay. Very dangerous for myself. I didn't say you all should do it. I say I'm going to do it. Okay. And you know what? When I go in, I will make an announcement, but I don't think it will be very long. I don't believe in gold. Gold is a crisis asset. I don't believe in gold. Okay. The days of gold is a non-productive asset. I don't believe in it. Okay. Cool. No, Hang Seng has a lot of China stock. I don't like the Chinese stock. A lot of fraud inside. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Jomel, yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. I won't buy Singapore stocks at all. Okay. Cool. Okay. I think a lot of ladies cannot tahan already. I'm gonna pass this time over to the ladies first. Your view of bank stocks has really dropping. When will you announce? I will announce on the channel, on the YouTube channel. So you all must go to my YouTube channel and click subscribe, okay? So go to 1M65YT plus 1. For those Facebook, 1M65YT plus 1. Okay? Singapore stocks are beside lah. Okay? Europe, I'm only very into US stocks, okay? Yes. Okay, with this, I'm gonna hand over to the ladies like very soon. I think I'll off it first so that the video segment, then I'll restart again in about 5 to 10 minutes, okay? Cool? Okay, but you know, 1M65YT plus 1, 1M65YT plus 1, you get to my YouTube page, I'll make an announcement there when I'm going in, okay? And then, you know, yeah, and then you please hit subscribe over there, okay? 1M65YT plus 1. 1M65YT plus 1. Okay? 1M65YT plus 1. Cool? Okay? Just these beautiful bags are gonna come out soon. Okay, are gonna come out soon. So you know, bear with it. Okay. Yes, cool. Okay. So with this, you know, I will. Yes, got this Shopee discount. This one don't need Shopee discount. This one price. Okay, right now the page, right now a page can't catch. 1M65 YT for YouTube plus 1. 1M65 YT plus 1. Yes, 1M65 YT plus 1. Okay, cool. 1M65 YT plus 1. No more talks tonight. Tonight is right now we're gonna start the handbag session for my wife, and then Mr. Lu can go for his walk. Okay. All right, cool. My daughter almost crashed. All right. Okay. Cool. I hope you find tonight's session useful. Tonight's session is really a session where I give you what I see is coming, hitting hard, but yet I saw light at the end of the tunnel, and I wanted to announce to you guys so that you all can see that this is not crisis. Okay. It's very important to put things in perspective. Okay. And this is where opportunity comes. Okay. Cool. I hope you appreciate it. Okay. Yes. I know. Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, 106 plus. Please remember hit subscribe, okay? And with this, you know, we will restart the show. Or should I need to restart now? No, but there are, you know, yeah, I think we should restart. Okay. Restart? Yeah, we should restart. Okay. Okay, we'll restart in about 5 minutes, okay? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed the talk tonight. Okay? All right, cool. Okay, goodbye, YouTube.